Hi guys, Terry here. We are on week 6 for the garden, and we just had another big rainfall yesterday, so everything is nice and wet. I will do a quick water on the trees and give you a little tour and see how everything is growing. It's been 2 days since I've been out here, so hopefully there are some surprises in there. This is the beginning corner. Absolutely loving the ivy going up. It's starting to go across the trellis there. And I'll just tie them up as all these little ones that are hanging, I'll probably cut off and put into a pot and root so that I can put them on other places around the house. Rhubarb, we are not using it. I'm going to let it go to seed, and then I will have lots of seeds to share with other people. The hollyhocks are starting to bloom. None of my black ones came up, but they're biennials, so I planted them last year. So I know that the black ones are in there, and none are coming up, which makes sense because they're biennial. A couple stragglers, which I think is an apple tree from the garden. A couple irises that popped out. I do definitely have to get out here and weed because the trees are growing. So I will come out and do a weed probably tomorrow. It's really wet, so which is good for weeding at the same time because the weeds come out nicely. Oh, we have a couple blooms. So this is what I call the dusty rose. So that'll be a new one to go into the collection of seeds. And this is the double one. This is actually looks more like a rose. This one, no blooms yet. Then we have the white ones. So that's a new bloom this year, the white. We had white up front, but we had double planted it, so it would actually come up every year. This is a wild weed, so I'm not quite sure what it is. We'll see what happens when it looks like a burdock. We'll see what happens when it comes full bloom, and then I'll see how I can utilize it. I see another little apple tree there. I throw the apples from the deck to the animals over here, so no surprise that there's apple seeding. I will pull the tree as I do not want it there once it's a little bigger, and then we'll plant it somewhere else. Okay, going into the garden. I did move the trees. There was a lot of wind this week, so I moved all the trees over to the far side because it kept blowing over. We still have a handful of blueberries that look like they're coming over there. And lots of weeds I see. Lots of weeds. Lots of sitting water, which I'll have to get rid of. This one as well. I did notice today that the wolf willow that I had taken and put into pots is actually sprouting new growth, which means it has successfully taken and rooting, which will be very nice. Sunchokes are getting pretty big. Looks like there's going to be quite a few little flowers on that. Now this is also a very medicinal plant and root system that we will harvest. Look at all those weeds popping up. Nothing like a good rain. All right. Down here, the marshmallow. Ooh, way up there. So that has taken off like crazy. The lavender, as soon as it goes to seed, then I will harvest the seeds along with the carnation. Well, actually the carnations and dianthus I'll probably just let seed itself. Lemongrass. Getting big. I'm excited to harvest that. Coneflowers have started to bloom. That's your coneflower or echinacea. Very medicinal as well. Potatoes just keep trucking away. Not much new with that. I see a couple blooms. I'll pull them off. And it looks like the little flea bugs though, the flea beetles have taken out my lettuce and such, which is what all those little holes in the leaves are. That is their doing. The oregano, it's sweet smelling, and then I'll harvest the seed from that and a lot of the plants once they go to seed. Always love the volunteers in the yard. The catnip did decide that it was going to take off, and it is now blooming. I will probably let that seed in the back. Catnip is just, well, it's catnip. It's a good stuff. The tansy is about 1 inch tall. Midweek I will weed this. Maybe I'll give you a tour once I weed it. The fennel back there. No sign of any substantial gooseberries yet. We did do a harvest on the honeyberry, so there's still some in there that need to harvest. The longer you leave them, the sweeter they get. Catnip again. I'll probably cut this right back, probably down to about here, and just harvest all those flowers. I know Marlene really likes the flowers for her kitties. So the asparagus has gone to seed, which is awesome. So I will let all of those, or promote them to go into the back there, and we will have more asparagus. And it'll actually, it turns into like a berry, and then the seed is inside that berry. All right, sorry I turned really quick, Mark says. All right, second row. Okay, so our daisies in the pot are ready to harvest for flowers. So as soon as they lose their white petals, that's when I will harvest them. We do a lot of free giveaways for seeds as well. So daisies, rhubarb, milkweed when it gets to seed as well. Carrots. This row is doing really good. So the carrots on the first one doing really good. And then the lettuce. So the flea beetles aren't touching this lettuce. So Mark will be able to have a salad soon. Okay. See all that lettuce? Carrots. I moved the trees because the carrots down here were very small, and figured it was a shade thing. So I've removed the trees so that they will get more sun there. Second or third row. All right, what do we got? Nothing on those. Everybody's doing really well though. No new growth for the, I'm sure they will take a while, the walnuts, and those guys will take a while. Oh, I see a nice big weed beside that choke cherry tree. Let's just pull that one out of there. Come on out. All right, beet tops. Beets are doing well. Oh, the silver maples. I'll have to put them into little pots soon. Next time, because they were so prolific, I will plant them directly in pots. Actually, I might check the water because it actually looks like everything's really wet still. So I may not need to water tonight. The peppers took off. So again, you see the holes in the leaves? That's those flea beetles. Little toots. This is the one that the lady sent me. And they have, why do I always forget the name of those peppers? Anyways. They're a little ball, pearl pepper. All right, got it. These are Mark's hot ones. So we actually flooded again. So the rain yesterday was pretty harsh. It took on a lot. All right, so the watermelons. So now these are watermelons and squash and pumpkins. We're seeing a lot of like second and third and starting to get their sets. No flowers yet. Let's see, what's the, oh, the willows got some, so I just planted these willows, so I see some new growth on there, which is good. Means it likes what I did. So we should start seeing some flowers soon. I see a couple little pods there. These guys are a little slower. Yeah, I do. I see some new growth on the willows there, which is nice. These are the Japanese hardy willow. I think I'd called them the Manitoba hardy willow, but they're Japanese hardy willow that has been grown in Manitoba for Manitoba weather, which is why I think I messed it up. All right, looking like a greenhouse now. Look at that. So all the peas that I replenished and planted are about 3, 4, 5 inches high. And I am starting, these are the zucchini and squashes. I am seeing some flowers in there from them. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, slow down. I know. Okay. Back up. Meep, 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 meep. The cuckoo melons. So this one's already started climbing. We love our cuckoo melons here. So they really like that rain and sprouted up. All right, back to the peas. As we know, the animals love peas, so do the humans in this house. So, a wall of peas. Peas, beans, everything you could think of in that sense. I see some flowers coming up. Look at that. We are going to have beans soon. Nice. Okay, I have a feeling my tomatoes are going to be really big, so we'll take a look at the peas. And of course I've moved some signs in the rain, so I don't know what I grew here. Oh, parsley. I recognize that with parsley. More peas in the back. That mouse has not been back, so I'm glad for that. What I do with, just going to, Mark says don't put me down, but I am going to put you down here because I want to show you something. So those peas, hang on. See how these peas are leaning forward? We are going to take a metal rod, take that one out of there, just trying to hang on there, push them back up against the wall so that when they go to grab, they're actually grabbing the wall to grow up. There we go. Okay, that was a quick fix. That wasn't a big one. Okay, cilantro, coriander. All right. Oh, the basil. You're actually seeing some little basil there. Good. Lots of flowers on the beans. So these ones, I will also grab sticks and prop them up so that they can grab the back. Wow. That stuff just went crazy. This is the barrage. So it liked that wet weather. Oh, and I see some blooms coming. Nice. Those peas are happy. Love it. More basil. Of course, actually Braden and Braxton were supposed to come out. They would have, by next time they come out, we should have some stuff to harvest. Oh, there's another cuckoo melon. So they're starting, now that they're in there, it shouldn't take them long to climb up and start producing. Still have to weed. This is a great opportunity to weed though. We did discover with the height of the water, the greenhouse is actually growing. So I will have to get in there and do a quick weed down in there. It's because the ground is so wet coming up that it is keeping it alive in there. We did harvest 5 liters of raspberries today. Mark did say, oh, how come you didn't tape? Well, because we forgot. But we've got about 5 liters of raspberries today. So they're all now in the animals and in the freezer. Still lots. So every day now we'll come out and harvest some raspberries, which even harvesting this morning, I see there's more ripe now. Oh, look at those raspberries. Love it. Love it. That's even, yeah, probably harvest morning and night because they are producing a lot. Now, of course, the animals trim the other side. I see a really red one in there. Yeah. So good. All right. Enough of a snack. All right. Ready? Ready for this? Tomatoes. So they are now well over a foot. So these are the ones that were all seeded out here. All varieties of cherry tomatoes. Look at that. So now I can start trimming. Because of that wind, I obviously have to put some up in the back, tie them up so that they grow up the side. And what I do is these white sticks, all from this, what I'll do, let me see if I can just do it quickly here, is I'll prop them up and then put it through all the different edges. And I just prop them up with that because I can take it out really easy and raise it as I need to. Zucchini. Zucchini. More tomatoes. So this was 2 different varieties. So I'd say they're 1.5 foot at least tall now. All right. Look at that. Love it. So they'll just grow huge amounts a day now. Look at that. The tiny Tims are still little. It's a tiny Tim tomato in the center there. But the cherry tomatoes are all doing really well. All right. I did the strawberries that are back here along the end. It's so wet. I have to get back here with the whippersnipper that I have in the shop right now because it's broken. The strawberries have been too moist and a lot of the slugs are getting the strawberries. So maybe next year it'll be drier. We hope for rain and then we hope for dry, but I'm seeing that chocolate mint like crazy. The Saskatoons this year, I don't think liked the rain. I was checking the bush with a lady today for the berries that we grow, and very, very few Saskatoons. Very few. All right, yeah, definitely. I can see all the mint now, so I'll definitely get in here and weed because this is all mint, so it's a good visual. All right, the yarrow has gone to flower. All right, another very medicinal plant. We use yarrow tea quite a bit. Mark's very fond of his yarrow tea. And more raspberries. Obviously the ones in the full sun are doing much better. This is a bit of a mess back here right now. I am going to put down new fabric on the ground, and then I am going to fill all these beds. I have enough of these to do more, and then I'm going to do a lot of my tree seeds back here because I figured, well, if I'm not harvesting the Saskatoons and the chokecherries, I can plant them and get seeds, and the elderberries, which are really popular, and then I can also sell those kind of trees and plants. All right, look at that. That is awesome. So I am going to now water. This one feels a little shorter than our normal little tours, but it's been a long day. I am going to water the garden quickly. There's not a lot. I just want to make sure that the trees get it, that so they root. And I'll block up a lot of those peas. And we'll see you in the next video. Talk to you later, guys. And of course, if you guys have questions, leave them in the comments. I'm learning, I'm sharing. And you know what? We, as a team, we all learn together. So have a great gardening week, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.